Good morning. Today is Friday, October 21st. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. Okay, you are going to love this weekend forecast, and Hollie's breaking it down for us.
It's like a big hug from Mother Nature, you know, and we need it. After this week, we really do. So you're going to enjoy every bit of it. As we go hour by hour, you can see that we go from partly to mostly sunny skies today. And look at these highs in the 60s. Here's the view at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That is exactly where we should be for this time of the year. Finally, took us a little minute here, but we're getting there. And then great football weather for this evening. Lots of high school games. Of course, the big Ignatius game that you've been hearing all about. And Danielle, I'm sure will be talking more about that. And it's just going to be sweater weather and what we should have as we head through the autumn season. And then we're going to really warm things up as we do look ahead to the weekend itself. Highs will be in the low 70s. Lots of sunshine as we talk Saturday, Sunday, even into next week. Lots of fall fun all across the area. Monday's already a week till Halloween, Danielle, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of haunted house visits and pumpkin patches and apple picking going on this weekend. The weather looks perfect.
Thank you so much, Hollie. Turning to our top story, 5 people were injured and 1 person is still in critical condition after 2 men opened fire inside a Cleveland barbershop. The incident occurred at iFix Ugly on State Road in Old Brooklyn. And the shop owner, Tim Gillespie, believes the shooters were targeting 3 men that had come into his shop shortly before the shooting, asking for walk-in service. 5 people were injured, including 2 barbers. 4 are expected to be okay, but as I said earlier, the 1 man was shot in the chest and he is in critical condition.
iFix Ugly is a family barbershop. People come here with their kids daily. Imagine that. Imagine if my son, my 16-year-old, had just got out of school. He's in there horse playing with me and the barbers. Imagine if my son would have been in there. We'll continue to be positive over here. We'll continue to operate off of love and peace. iFix Ugly is not a bad barbershop.
At this time, no arrests have been made. Police say the gunman took off in a red 4-door vehicle. They are still investigating and ask anyone with information to come forward. And now to a sad update. The missing Princeton student from Euclid has been found dead. The body of 20-year-old Miss Rutch Unetti was discovered yesterday afternoon near the edge of the Princeton campus by a school employee. Investigators say there were no obvious signs of injury, and her death does not appear suspicious. But an official cause of death has not been determined. An autopsy will be performed. In Akron, a store clerk has been charged with negligent homicide after shooting an innocent bystander who later died. The 55-year-old cashier had gotten into an argument with a customer last month at an Akron Sunoco. During the altercation, the cashier pulled out a handgun and shot at the customer, but instead hit 48-year-old Taurus Brewster, who died earlier this week. The customer involved in the altercation has also been arrested. He was charged with aggravated menacing. The Ohio Supreme Court rules that Cedar Point does not have to refund season pass holders for COVID-related park shutdowns in 2020. In a unanimous decision, the court determined the 2-month shutdown was beyond the park's control and did not constitute breach of contract. The decision overturns an April ruling in the Toledo-based 6th District Court of Appeals. And an update on COVID-19 here in Ohio. The Department of Health is reporting 11,000 new COVID cases this week, which is above our 3-week average. Hospitalizations are also up. It's a similar trend in many cities across the country. And now doctors are warning COVID combined with an aggressive flu season could spell problems in the weeks ahead. It could become a so-called twindemic, with patients sick from both COVID and the flu. But doctors stress vaccines are the best protection.
And this may mean these variants will be able to make more of us sick, even though we may have been vaccinated and or had previous illness. But there is, as of yet, no indication that these variants can break through our B and T cell immunity to cause severe disease. Vaccinations and boosters are a very effective way to build that highly protective B and T cell immunity.
There's a good reason to keep the at-home COVID test handy. If you test positive, you can call your healthcare provider and potentially get an antiviral treatment like Paxlovid if you're at risk for more severe disease. It must be taken within 5 days of the start of symptoms. And the application for student debt relief is now live. It's based on your income and the type of loan. They offer up to $20,000 in debt relief. But now that the application is open, the FTC is warning borrowers about potential scams.
Here are some things to keep in mind. It is free to apply. No one should be asking you for money. If they are, it is a sure sign of a scam. The only place to apply is studentaid.gov/debt relief. There is no paper option right now. You need to know what to share and what not to share. The real application asks for your name, your birth date, your social security number, your address, and phone number. It will not ask you to upload or attach any documents. It will not ask for your FSA ID, for your bank account, or credit card information. After you apply, you will get email updates from the Department of Education asking you to upload your tax documents. That is so they can verify your income. Those emails will only come from these 3 emails. And if you are in doubt, don't reply.
Okay, so now to some fun news. The Cleveland Botanical Garden has revealed their plans for this year's holiday display. It's called Twinkle in the 216, and it's going to celebrate the history and character of Cleveland's neighborhoods. In addition to the indoor decorations, there will also be a lot going on outside, including light displays, marshmallow roasting, and hot cocoa story time. The show starts Saturday, November 19th and runs through the end of December. Tickets are on sale now. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Saturday edition of Go, starting at 5 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.